Und damit herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge Fallout 4. In der letzten Folge, die letzte Folge war weird. Wir waren mit ihm hier bei diesem Altenheim. In dieser Folge gehen wir ins Institut. Machen wir diesmal. Wir machen vorher noch ein Level up. Was wollten wir verbessern? Das ist eigentlich auch nicht schlecht. Aber... ja. Erstmal will ich Rifleman ausmaxen, weil das hier haben wir schon. Was macht das nächste Level? Crippling. Ja, und ignorieren jetzt auch Armor, das ist gut. Das haben wir auch vorher schon. Aber jetzt halt noch mehr. Was habe ich da gerade ausgewählt? Nö. Molecular Level. Machen wir das. Hallo, ich bin bereit fürs Institut.
Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then...
Ne? Nein, ich will das nicht überspringen. Oh boah, ist das eine gute Idee. Here we go. Habe ich eigentlich schon... ja, ich glaube, ich habe noch nicht das Holotape. Naja. Hallo?
Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay. Hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay.
I doubt it.
Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF.
Oh
And...
Gott, das war eine fucking schlechte
got
Idee.
it. Hold on to your butt.
Interesting. Das sieht sehr viel anders aus als das, was wir gerade gebaut haben. Holder und Pencil.
Hello.
Hi.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance.
Kingdom Kult.
I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Ja. Network Scanner. Give Holotape to Sturgis. Also die Railroad weiß jetzt nichts davon, dass ich diesen Scanner habe, richtig? Die können nicht wissen, dass ich den habe. Also können sie mich auch nicht dafür abstrafen,
No use.
wenn ich das denen nicht gebe. Oh, ich kann nicht. Oh, jetzt kann ich mich
I
nicht
can
mehr.
only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Mhm. So, alles nachgeladen ist. Ey, hallo. Warte, erstmal looten, dann.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, honey? What do you want me to
I
do?
don't know you. Go away! Father! Father, help me! There's someone here! Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your mother.
Schon wie die erstmal
Just talk
rumsteht.
to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father. That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute. Just as you are a parent to your son. To Sean.
Yeah.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you.
Warum skippt der?
After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Schon ziemlich fucked up. Ihr seid nicht die Fraktion, die ich am wenigsten leiden kann. Am zweitwenigsten.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. It wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the
Frag
whole
lieber.
time?
I have.
Questions.
Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Ja, fangen wir mit dem Arschloch Kellogg an.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
Ja.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Mal kannst du stillhalten für ein Thumbnail. So.
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was...
Sag nicht unfortunate.
I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that
collateral damage.
was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more
das
for
Beste
us to
sind die
discuss.
Minutemen.
But
Auch wenn sie die am
the
schlechtesten entwickelt
Institute is
werden.
on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Nein.
You want me to stay here, in the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Und das ist genau, warum ich euch hasse.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Maybe. Only maybe.
Jammed.
I don't trust you at all, you know. Die beklaue ich trotzdem. Inside Job. Das Ding ist, ich muss, bevor ich das mache, gucken, weil ich weiß, wenn ich das der Railroad nicht gebe, fliege ich bei der Railroad raus.
Tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you.
Hey.
So much research, so little time.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection of arms, armor, and other items approved for use in field missions.
Let's see what you have.
Hast du irgendwas? Da, Experiment. Also, eine Plasma. Windrüstung. Ne, jetzt nicht. So, was habe ich denn hier alles? Darf ich hier rein? Das ist ein Master Terminal. Bevor ich da dran gehe, speichere ich. Weil ich nicht weiß, ob ich hier ran darf. So, jetzt erstmal mache ich die Minispielsachen. Weil die auch immer die Chance haben, die Tries zu resetten. Und die Tries wurden resettet.
That's it.
Was haben wir denn hier? Alles Aluminium. So viel Aluminium. Alles Aluminium. Das ist ein Nuclear Material in eurem Wischer. Fiber Optics. Nukleares Material. Oh, die haben gutes Zeug. Die haben echt gutes Zeug hier. Das wird nice. Darf ich hier rein?
Welcome. Do you require additional supplies?
Nö.
Do so after this
Da
meeting.
oben ist eine Kamera.
The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. Resume your duties.
Hey, Doc.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
So basically this place is a sham. Great.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, even the older tech has held up for decades. Some even for centuries. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Our ancestors built things to last. Of course, that was before they blew up everything in the war. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah?
Ja, wahrscheinlich. Ich glaube, ich werde nicht sehr viel hier sein. Was daran liegt, dass ich euch nicht mag. Habe ich ja schon mal.
You're here. Glad you made it.
It's an honor to have you here, ma'am.
Würde ich nicht sagen. Also ich würde es nicht erwidern. Ich nehme trotzdem eure ganze Munition mit, ne? Klauen tue ich euch trotzdem gern. Das ist Hass. Wie viele Minuten haben wir jetzt? Wir haben 40 Minuten. Maintenance Terminal 6. Das hier sieht sehr, ja. Schasch aus. . Eine Sache kann ich schon rein und raus porten, die ich mal eben machen will. Nee, ich kann noch nicht fast traveln. Okay.
Child synth. It's just remarkable.
Na.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Ist ja auch
No
alles.
visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours.
There. All done. You can return to your duties, and remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
Gut, dann würde ich sagen, vielen Dank fürs Zusehen. In der nächsten Folge erkundigen wir so ein bisschen das Institut. Und gucken, wem wir das Holotape geben. Ich bin mir nicht sicher, wem wir das geben müssen.
Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Ja. Das Ding ist, wir fangen wahrscheinlich hier an. Das Ding ist, dieses Holotape. Ich weiß, man kann das nicht nur Sturgis geben, man kann das auch der Railroad geben und der Brotherhood. Und ich weiß nicht, ob ich das Sturgis geben, ob ich das jetzt der Brotherhood geben muss oder nicht, weil wenn die Brotherhood dich danach fragt, also wenn du von der Brotherhood quasi die Anfrage bekommst, bitte bring uns dieses Holotape und du machst das nicht, dann fliegst du bei der Railroad raus. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, ob das jetzt auch der Fall ist, weil jetzt wissen sie nicht von dem Holotape. Jetzt sagt die Mission mir quasi nur, gib das zu Sturgis und die Railroad weiß noch nicht von dem Holotape. Deswegen kann es sein, dass ich das jetzt trotzdem Sturgis geben kann, ohne bei der Railroad rauszufliegen. Das müsste ich halt in der nächsten Folge ausprobieren. Wie du auch sein. Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen. Ich muss das jetzt super schnell rennen und hochladen, weil das ist die Folge von heute. Ich kam heute noch nicht zum Aufnehmen und es ist jetzt sehr dringend. Es ist jetzt 17:23 Uhr. Also in 47 Minuten soll diese Folge 37 Minuten soll diese Folge online sein. Hoffen wir, es klappt. Also, bis zur nächsten Folge. Bye!